Alright, welcome back to another league race, this time with TTML for Sprint League number 3, week number 3. So starting off at Zandvoort for the Dutch Grand Prix. So thankfully I've had some recent enough experience around here, so although I did forget which of my setups I actually was using. So it turns out it is this one, I think. So yeah, gonna get that sorted, get that lobbed onto the car. Now I kind of like the flow around this track. I've kind of talked about this recently already. So why did I leave all this in? I actually don't know. I left way too much of this in. Anyways, this is how we're looking. Again, I actually have a decent standing around this championship so far, just from some consistent finishes. Well, last week was a shitter. Let's see how we get on this one, though. Again, nice bank. I actually looked at an online lap of this from like a few years ago, and it's incredible how different this place is without that banking. It really is insane. Anyways, P8 and one-shot qualifying, that's the format here. So, yeah, not too bad. Again, just right behind Joe again. So, around one lap, we're pretty similar, but not one lap is not the case. Anyways, here we go. And away we go. We actually have lights this time, which is nice. Decent enough start. A little wobble there, but we're going to try and keep this position on the inside line. Prefer to have the inside here, and maybe try and squeeze a bit on the exit. No cars there, so we can just file it. I have to be real careful in this section of the track here. Get a little bit deep. It's going to allow... Actually, go to cover that off. I'll try to cover Tekken off. I didn't think he would try and put his car in the gap here, but he tried. But I wasn't going to be bullied like that, though. So, going to hold the inside line. He's going to have to back out of it. I think in the past I would have backed out of that, and, you know, I wouldn't have held my ground, but I'm holding my ground there. So we're going to keep this position, and it's going to be P8 still to begin this 18 laps of this short track. So heading on to lap 3, this is where things change a bit. So Joe here is going to be all over the place. Like, what is that line through there? And even coming up again, just more weirdness, and then he's going to get all over the place. Again, such a weird entry. It's just really weird driving. Anyways, he goes off. I was annoyed by this spot, actually, because I wanted to have his DRS, and now that he's behind, now I don't, because the gap to Westward is 1.4. So that was just really bizarre in the lead up to that. Just absolutely bizarre all the way around. So I was not very happy with this in this moment as I was going along here. So, because I knew that Adam's going to jump me here. So I was annoyed by that, because again, nothing I could do coming out of this banking is going to prevent the fact Adam's going to come through, steaming through with the DRS. So I'm going to go defensive, but it's going to be to no avail. There's nothing I can do. I get off of the ERS, like there's nothing I can do. I can't even begin to tell you what happened next. I just picked, I don't know, I was too late on the throttle, too late on the brakes, picked up the throttle a bit more. Whatever it was, I just couldn't slow down in time with another car right there. That's still, I don't know. It was an interesting one. I immediately switched to no, again, like we did in Vietnam. So, yeah, just an odd one. But it means my race is very much compromised now at this stage. Lap 5, going to head into the pits on this one. No, actually, no, it's next lap. But it was a keep behind Tekken at this moment. But again, that's only going to be... It's only going to be for a very little while. So, yeah, nothing I can really do about this. Sorry, I'm getting distracted with all sorts of things happening in my ear right now. I need to turn that down in post. Anyways, kept behind Tekken for the time being, but very much a losing battle. He was going to overtake me anyways, but we do decide to pivot and pit. First, mediums. Again, I chose not to change my wing. I just thought with the track being as short as this was, maybe I probably should have changed it around Vietnam, but with how short this track is, I decided to leave it. There are worse places to lose your wing, Vietnam being one of them, but yeah, I felt better about not changing the wing. I didn't want to lose 7 seconds if I could. So, yeah, come out in P11 with other people still to pit, but get onto the curb a bit there. Again, so I'm going to be struggling from here on out. Later that lap, I believe Serve the Bless having some issues. I didn't want to stay behind him in Sector 3 if I could avoid it. So going to use my overtake ERS, DRS, and just about making the corner. I would go down the inside there to make that move, and hoped I would pull enough of a gap that he wouldn't just come immediately back with DRS, but he had some wing damage, I think, because I was able to pull a bit of a gap I needed through the banking there. Lap 8, here comes Tekken. We did just about merge in front of him after the pit stops, but yeah, nothing I can really do about this. Like, I just don't have the downforce to fight. I didn't know what way he was going to go there, but eventually he decided on the left-hand side, but yeah, he's going to get that move. So that we, like, at this stage, like, ugh, this is going to be a long race. You see the keeper there, 7.5 seconds back. Maybe I should have changed my wing. Oh well, it doesn't really matter. Here comes Dara. This is Cluis. Easier to call him Dara, I suppose. Makes the move in that chicane complex. Didn't have to. Could have waited a bit for DRS, but I could have also done the same myself. So I understand what he means trying to get by. So, but with soft tires, you know, that's going to come to him eventually. So, anyways, he goes on. There are other drivers catching me up. There is Nellis, and you see the keeper there, 2.8 now behind. So he's caught a lot of ground. And speaking of, lap 16 and lap 17 again. See you later. Like, I've got no fuel to defend now either, so I've used a lot of my resources trying to, you know, keep some form of straight line. I was trying to stay ahead of Nellis, and I'm not sure what happened to him, but he was the car I was threatened with the most. Before the keeper overtook, and there you go. Then a P10 in the end. Just had Sway there. One more lap, Sway would have got me. So, yeah, pretty rough going. 26 seconds to fall behind in you know, in 25%. Yeah, not brilliant, but yeah. Anyways, heading on to Spain next. This is a track where I've actually begun to feel that this might be one of my better tracks on this game. So I was really happy with how I don't know, I just feel comfortable driving this track. I'm not sure what it is. Definitely improved from other games for sure. But I just feel much better driving this place. And one shot qualifying, come across the line, 15.6, okay, average. But it's going up for P3. 15.3. Sorry, 15.6. Sorry, 15.6. I did a 15 flat, 14.9, 14.8 in time trial. So a long way off of what I could do, but you know, on one shot, a good enough job to get in up to the third place. And I was really happy with this. Like, I was really happy. I knew perhaps it wasn't sustainable, but I was really happy that we could maybe get a top 5, top 6, you know. 5 red lights, away we go. Initially, I thought I got a really good start. Second phase let me down a little bit. I tried to cover Adam off immediately, who got a better start than me. I thought I could, I thought without him there, I thought I maybe could have dug into the slipstream with Shiro and challenged him into turn 1. But I had obviously was conscious of another car alongside me. So, but that start was actually better than the position loss made it seem. So, anyway, it's going to just really, this is it for the first into this race. I implored Joe, I was like, look, don't do anything stupid. You're on mediums. All right, we'll have to pit early anyways. Just don't do anything stupid, basically, was what my message was at this stage. Heading on to lap 4. You can see the time. 1.6 behind Adams. Joe's within DRS, but I'm not under threat. Again, I implored him, don't do anything stupid. I'm pitting soon. Don't do anything stupid. You're on the better tyre. So, missed the apex there into turn 1 slightly. I'm taking a lot of that curb in turn 2. That's going to come back to bite me later. Late little dive into the pits here in the lap 4. Adam came in the same time. I wasn't trying to undercut. I just wanted to... Just felt like this was the time to pit. Before, you know, I lost too much time. Joe lost too much time. So, in we come for a set of mediums. So things are looking good at this stage, right? Things are looking good. I'm happy with how things are going. My pace isn't too bad. So, you know, I'm happy with how things are going. So anyways, we're going to exit. And we're going to exit in a comfortable P12 here with plenty of people to pit and lots to fight for still in this race. So I'm happy with how things are going. Coming up then to... There's a yellow flag in front. I think that was actually Serve the Bless who had an issue. I'm not sure what issue he's had on the track, but later in the lap, you're going to see we're going to catch him towards the end of Sector 3. Again, not where you want to catch a car, really. You lose a lot of time because it's such slow speed. So, anyways, but my exits out of this corner have been much improved of late. Staying in, I think getting to third early as you go through the chicane. You know, you go down for 2 seconds, go up to third quickly, really helps just get on it quicker. And so I've been happy with that progression that I found. So We move up into P10. That's dangerously close to a track limits. That so, but I found that was the best way to get through that corner. So it's living on that edge. In front here, I think Dara. I'm not sure what issue he had, but he's very slow. And I was like, oh, not another car that's going slow at that part of the track where I'd like not to be behind someone at this speed. He's going to let me through, actually. Or not? I'm not sure. Would you say that he let me through, or would you say that was just he left space and I just went through? I almost lost the back end because the throttle was unsettled, because that wouldn't be the usual line you take through there. Oh dear, heading on to lap 8 then. See, Honey Badger's behind. He's much quicker. So he's on the same strategy, so he's going to get through. I did not pause that game. I did not pause the game there. And now I can't turn ERS off. I pressing triangle for everything that I can. It will not turn off. So I don't know what, like, I went out of that last corner. I think I went to overtake enable a bit of overtake. The game paused. I have not paused. My finger is not near the start button. I use a wheel. My start button is not near where my thumb is. I have to go move my hand off of my shift to change it. So I'm now stuck for over half of this race now with my ERS deployed at all times. So now I am livid. I'm absolutely livid. I'm so preoccupied. I got a corner cut warning now. That's my second one now. And I was so preoccupied trying to do something. Matt recommended going into neutral at this corner, but still nothing happened. Nothing changed. That button is stuck on. So brilliant stuff, Codemasters. Thank you so much for that. I tried everything. I tried literally everything. I tried all the buttons. I even tried my controller, which sits on my desk as I do this. I tried all the buttons there. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So now I'm stuck now with this on. And with a track with a big, long, straight, and plenty of high-speed sections, I'm now losing so much performance. And now come the guys from mediums onto the softs, and I'm just going to get absolutely swamped. So here comes the first one, being Perpetuum. Whether these guys would have got me anyways, possibly, but I could have at least defended a lot better with, appropriate amount of ERS, and I've not got a lot of fuel either. So, but at this stage, none of this matters. Wesker's trying to get through there as well. And I was like, look, dude, patient, right? You've got softer tires than me. You'll be able to get ahead some stage or another. Although I was able to actually keep him behind down this main straight. So, I feel like I could have defended something here, even though I've not got the better tire. I felt like my run coming out of that corner was good enough that I can maybe defend. But without any top line speed, without me using all my battery and them having DRS and overtake in addition to that, it's just impossible for me to do anything. So yeah, super frustrating. So I feel like Lance Stroll at this stage, man. I feel like the start of the race, it was in my hands. I've got something good going on here, and now it's just all falling away. Only this time it's not because I'm shit. It's because Codemasters decided that was how things were going to go. So. Lap 15, here comes Tekken. Yeah, there he goes. Again, nothing I can do. I'm not even hitting 190 down there. I need Slipstream to hit 190. So, yeah, just disappointing, man. This is just all adding up. Between the two. Here's lap 17, by the way. I'll talk about that in a sec. Perpetuating a load of penalties on you in front. And apparently that was 1 inch too many, and that's a 3-second penalty. So I'm furious now. I'm absolutely furious. Between the two sprint races last week, between Australia and FTRL, between these two races now, just a horrific run of form. And I miss out to Perpetuum, I think, by a 10th. So, honestly, I crossed the line and I'm so done. I'm just absolutely furious. So, yeah, another rage quit, even though the race is over. Yeah, just absolute shit. I was furious, especially because things were looking really well around Spain. I never expected to finish third, but I still felt like a top 6 or something could have been possible. And yeah, just for the manner for that to disappear was just really disappointing. So that's it. I think Baku and Monaco are next for this. So hopefully I could get some better results. I love Baku to come up on the channel, so that's going to be fun for everyone. But yeah, hopefully I could get some sort of good result, either be an FTRL or any of these two races coming up this week, because I could really do with it, because I am just, it's not been good. It's not been good. Anyways, that's going to do it. Thanks very much for watching, and until next time.